reaction. It was a ghost. It was a flying male ghost. You heard that right. Today is a story time. What's up, good people? How are you doing? My name is Rhoda. If you are new here, karibu sana, and make sure you've subscribed before anything else. Hit that notification bell and become part of the family. And you're not going to miss any other video in the future. If you are returning, thank you for sticking by, and I hope you're going to enjoy this story time. And also, I hope you're going to share your experiences in the comment section. Let's get straight into the video. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. It was 2014, back in the cold area of Meru. I had just come from midterm. I am in the class with my best friend Wairimo, and we are beating stories. That is direct translation. Kenyan language, Kenyan slang. Tunasemanga, we say, tunachapa story. Alright? So, what the hell? This tangerine is, I'm in it. It's a ghost story, 'cause fruits are what I live for, yeah. So, tumetoka midterm, and I'm catching up. Actually, I think it was end of the term holiday, and we are beating stories. We are collating stories with my best friend Wairimo, alone in second floor. So we are back from the holidays. I have 1,000,000+2 stories, and my best friend has 1,000,000+6 stories to share with me. And normally I am the talker in our relationship, and she does the listening, the laughing, the reactions, and the questions. So we're having all these stories, and time comes to go to the dorms and sleep, and everyone goes because it is the first day after you open the school. So there is no hurry because so many people have not even returned back to school, and so you can wake up on time, but the duties are not as routinely as normal because you're less. Mko less. Then we are left alone in the midst of the second floor. No one is there. Every other person in all the streams, it was 4 streams, is gone to the dorms. People are beating stories in the dorms, in their beds, and me and my best friends, we are the Mark Mendes. We are beating stories in the class. But of course, you can't miss 1 or 2 other people that are doing the same, but they could be in the last stream. So we are nothing as close. We look at the time. Already, I have a new watch, and I brought one for my best friend because you know what? Goals. I talk a lot when I am with the right people, and with my best friend, she can tell you, I can talk. I talk until my voice is literally groggy, and it's her turn. And so I am sitting on the left side, and she's seated on the right side, and I have leaned in and placed my arm on my locker, and she's done the same. So we are looking at each other like this, and we're giving each other stories, and now it's her turn. And because we both love acting, but I definitely have more passion for acting than her. But we enjoy it, how we express ourselves using all the expressions. We do it correctly. So my best friend Wairimo is now talking using expressions, and she's using her hands, and she's talking and she's telling me this and this, and then we're laughing and then this. And when you're seated on the left side, the one that I was seated, you are facing the outside part of the classroom. And she's facing the other side, like the inside part of the classroom. And while I am looking at the outside part of the classroom, the windows are there, and she's giving me stories. And it is very cold because it's midnight and we're just there beating stories. The watchman comes and he's like, you girls, you need to go to sleep. And you're like, yeah, we're just leaving. Are we really? And it had been our habit. And by the way, she's still my best friend. Anyway, I'm not here to flex about our relationship. Now, as she's giving me these stories, I can't remember the specific story she was giving. I just throw my eyes outside the window and I freeze. And I remember holding her. I'm like, she's giving me stories. You can imagine. Picture that. This is Wairimu on my right side. She's looking at me. She's giving me all the eye contact and all that, all the right cues. And on the other hand is me. I'm facing her, interested in whatever she's saying. I am receiving it. I am showing her all the cues as well. And she's loving the reception. And I throw my eyes on the outside and I just hold her to signal her, wait, just a second. And I freeze. And she's like, wait, what? What's happening? And I'm like, girl, every time I give this story, I feel chills. Like my body, like reacts. I vividly remember that scene. So I tell her, you know what? Don't look. The last thing you want to do is to look. You're going to do this. Lock your locker, pack your things. We need to get out of here. And she's like, wait, what? And I'm like, we need to leave. And she insists because she knows I love joking. I can make the most stupid but serious joke ever. So she insists because she knows I'm a joker and I joke with things that people don't find as jokes. I have not really a dark humor, but my jokes are not really as jokes. They take them as a serious thing that I'm not supposed to be joking with. And I'm like, I promise you, I'm gonna tell you what is it, but you need to get your locker locked. We need to leave. Pack your things, because when we came to the classroom, the dorms were not open. So this is what used to happen. You come from your holiday, you're on time, you're not late, so you're not going to do punishment, and you're gonna be walking around with all your belongings, your shopping, your everything. You're gonna be walking around with it. And around 6, 7, they're going to open the dorms for you to take the shopping and everything, and every other thing. Maybe check your bed, maybe change the bedding and all that, and maybe take a shower, change into like clean clothes. They're gonna open the dorm like literally for about 1 hour, and then they're going to lock it again. So because me and my best friend, we are storytellers, guess what happens? We're not going to take our things there. We'll just take our shopping to the classroom, and we'll tell ourselves, you know what, tutapeleka, we'll take it to the dorm when we are going to sleep. There's no need. I don't feel like going to the dorms like during that time when the dorms are open. And I tell her, pick your things. And by the time I'm telling her this, I'm locking my locker. All my things, I am holding them, and they're heavy, because you can imagine it's almost like 2 heavy bags of shopping, and I have my backpack, like my school backpack with me, and now I am like in shock, and we pick the bags, we pick our belongings, and by the time I'm telling her, now look at the window, she's like, no, don't scare scare me, don't scare me, what is happening? And I'm like, relax, but you need to be in a hurry and look at the window. She looks at the window, and guess what? A half man. He was a male, he was aged, he's wearing a fedora, and he's having a coat, he's wearing a coat, he's floating on the air. No legs, the bottom part is not there. Up to date, like, I don't know what that was, who that was. The bottom part is not there. It's only the upper part, upper body part. A fedora is on, like a god papa kind of kofias. He's having a coat, like it was a mustard checked coat he had worn, and he's just floating on the, on the air. And my best friend looks, and I am like, look at the window, but be sure to be getting out by the time you're looking at the window. And she looks, and we get out running, and there is stairs, and the shortest stairs was through a dark path, like through a dark hallway. The longest stairs had lights, and by the time you reach to the stairs through the longest way, it is darkness. So we get out, we are running, we're not yelling, we're just running, and by that time you're not even remembering, guy, I have my best friend, I should be holding her hand, probably. We're not thinking of that. Find me in the dorm. I hope you're going to be safe, but I cannot help you. It's me, myself, and I. And we run, and by the time you're getting to the dormitory, there is a thick forest. It's quite a distance, and there's a thick forest full of trees, and it's thick, and there are all these stories we hear every other day from people who are late in the classes about that, about that forest. So we just pass there running like Kipchoge. We make sure that the Kipchoge in us shines. We get to the dorms, we go there, and my friend is like, I'm not sure if I saw what you saw. What did you see exactly? And everyone is, by that time it's almost 2-3, so by that time almost everyone is asleep. So we decide we're not going to talk about scary stories, we're going to sleep, and then we can revisit the following day. And we just pray, it's the first day, you're motivated. Back at home you were going to church, you read the Bible, and your mom prayed for you each and every day, and you are motivated. You are a staunch Christian once again. And so we pray, and then we sleep together. And you are not supposed to share a bed, but on that day, guess what happens? We share a bed because we're too scared to sleep alone, to sleep on our own. And the following day, we come to class. We don't share this story with anyone, but later on, we hear a different story. Someone, by the time we were in our classroom, someone from a different stream was in their classroom, and the classroom is on the last floor, like the 4th floor. And she is a prayer warrior. Whether we are from home, whether we are from holiday, or whether we are in school, she was a prayer warrior. The Christian Union people who are always leaders, the CU leaders, they are good prayer warriors. They pray. They are even known by the principal and all that. And you even go to them and be like, oh, please, so and so, pray for me. I think I'm failing my exams. EDC, 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 blah, blah, blah. Then this babe comes. She doesn't come to us, but we get to hear this story from someone else. The story is circulating so fast. And we hear, her name was Tabitha, by the way. And we get to hear this story that the previous night that we saw a floating man, she saw the bush burning, like the forest was burning. She saw that forest, the thick forest, the scary thick forest burning. And she saw it while she was leaving the classroom, she saw the burning forest on her way to the dormitory. She gets from the first floor, second, third, and fourth. And by the time she is getting to the forest is not burning. By the time she gets to the dormitory and checks, the forest is once again on fire. She wakes up very early in the morning, like around 5 or 6. She goes to prayers, like those people who really pray. She goes to prayers, and on her way, like from the dormitory to the prayer house, the chapel, I can't remember, the praying hall, the bush is okay. Nothing. No trees harmed. What was that? You cannot convince me. I have never seen a ghost. I definitely have. And those were not the first stories we had heard about ghosts and all these mysterious things in that school. And of course, those things exist. We hear those kind of stories from all the boarding schools in this country. I think in the entire world. I'm not sure. I don't want to generalize what I don't know. But in this country, you can't miss to hear such kind of stories. So, we start talking, and once, slowly by slowly, we share with one person, another person, another person, another person, and then we start hearing stories that that school was built on a grabbed land. I don't know, the owner didn't want he didn't want the school to be built on that land, and that is why he keeps on appearing to students. But he doesn't disturb them. And I'm like, who likes ghosts, whether they're friendly or not? Jeez. So, according to me, I would say, be prayerful and don't assume anything that you hear. You don't have to believe it, but just stay alert. Stay alert and know that yes, something that like that could be true or could not be true. They say rumors are not far from the truth. So, and also where there is smoke, fire cannot miss. So just be prayerful and be alert, interact with people, and get to hear these stories, get to know these things. And yeah, if you like this story time, make sure you let me know so that we can do more story times. Until the next video, go out, be the best human being you can ever be. Okay? Work hard and have good intentions. Bye. Mwah.